Call this meeting of the DeSoto County School Board for June 16th. Order, and please ask you to stand for the
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Since there are no changes, I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll make that motion.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Just got one item today. You got TSI and ATSI information in your packet. I just want to bring that to your attention, and that's all I've got.
Attorney's report.
No report at this time.
Okay. You all should have received the minutes of May 19th, June 2nd, and the other June 2nd, budget hearing and the regular board meeting. Do I have a motion to approve these 3 minutes as presented?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consent agenda, items A through AA. Recommendations, sir?
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the consent agenda.
Have a motion to approve the consent agenda is presented.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Williams, get to start with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Budget approval for 22-23.
Yes, ma'am. We're requesting the board's approval of the combined budget for the 2023 fiscal year as presented at the budget hearing on June the 2nd, 2022.
Yes, sir. Your recommendation on the budget, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the 22-23 budget.
I have a motion to approve the budget as been presented.
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Bids for District 2 bottle filler project.
Yes, ma'am. Bids were open on June the 1st of the District 2 bottle filler project. It's my recommendation to accept the best and lowest bid from Wagner General Contractors Incorporated.
Your recommendation, sir, on this bid.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve accepting the lowest and best bid from Wagner General Contractors for the District 2 bottle filler project.
Do I have a motion to approve the bottle filler project for District 2?
I'll make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Contractual agreements with Wagner General Contractors for the District 2 bottle project.
Yes, ma'am. We're requesting approval from the board to enter into a contractual agreement with Wagner General Contractors for the District 2 water bottle filler project.
Your recommendation on Wagner Construction.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve entering into a contractual agreement with Wagner General Contractors for the District 2 bottle filler project.
Do I have a motion to approve the contractual agreement with Wagner General for District 2 bottle project?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bids for District 4 bottle filler project.
Yes, ma'am. Bids were open on June the 1st for the District 4 bottle filler project. My recommendation, accept the best and lowest bid received from Wagner General Contractors Incorporated.
Your recommendations.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve accepting the lowest and best bid from Wagner General Contractors for the District 4 bottle filler project.
Do I have a motion to approve the bids for District 4 bottle filler project?
I'll make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Contractual agreement with Wagner General Contractors.
Yes, ma'am. Requesting approval from the board to enter into a contractual agreement with Wagner General Contractors for the District 4 auto filler project.
Your recommendation, sir, on this contract.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve entering into a contractual agreement with Wagner General Contractors for the District 4 bottle filler project.
A motion for contractual agreement for Wagner for District 4.
I make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Bids for RFP education substitute staffing.
Yes, ma'am. Request for proposals were open on April the 7th for the educational substitute staffing services for the district. We had 2 vendors that submitted proposals. It's my recommendation to accept and approve the proposal submitted by Kelly Services Incorporated based on their response to the request proposal and the tabulated scores from the evaluation.
Your recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the bid from Kelly Services for the educational substitute staffing services.
Do I have a motion to approve the bid for Kelly Services for educational staffing services? Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Contractual agreement with Kelly Services.
Requesting approval from the board to enter into a contractual agreement with Kelly Services Incorporated for substitute staffing services for the upcoming school year.
Your recommendation, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve entering into a contractual agreement with Kelly Services.
To approve the contractual agreement with Kelly Services for staffing.
Make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. RFP bid for elementary supplemental phonics resource grades 4 and 5.
Request for proposals were open on May 25th for elementary supplemental phonics resources for grades 4 and 5. We had several vendors that submitted proposals. My recommendation to accept and approve the proposal submitted by Curriculum Associates based on their response to the RFP and the tabulated scores from the evaluation.
Your recommendations.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the bids RFP for the elementary supplemental phonics resource grades 4 and 5.
Have a motion for the elementary supplemental phonics resource grades 4 and 5. Curriculum Associates. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Contractual agreement with Curriculum Associates.
Requesting approval from the board to enter into a contractual agreement with Curriculum Associates for supplemental phonics resources for grades 4 and 5. 4 through 5.
Your recommendation on the agreement.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve entering into a contractual agreement with Curriculum Associates for the phonics resource grades 4 and 5.
I have a motion for the contractual agreements of Curriculum Associates.
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. RFP for elementary supplementary reading from K through 5.
This may request for proposal was open on May the 27th for supplemental reading programs for grades K through 5. 11 vendors submitted proposals. My recommendation is to approve the proposal submitted by Curriculum Associates based on their response to the RFP and the tabulated scores from the evaluation.
Your recommendations are on the bids.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the bids from Curriculum Associates for the elementary supplemental reading program for grades K-5.
I have a motion to approve the bids for elementary supplementary reading program K5 K through 5.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Contractual agreement with Curriculum Associates.
Requesting approval from the board to enter into a contractual agreement with Curriculum Associates for a supplemental reading program for grades K through 5.
Contractual agreement with,
Yeah,
right, I need a motion.
Wait a minute.
I need a recommendation, okay?
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve entering into a contractual agreement with Curriculum Associates for the supplemental reading program for grades K through 5.
I have a motion for the supplemental reading program, Curriculum Associate bid.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Request to reject bids for furniture and classroom additions for Fernando Hills, DeSoto Central Middle, and Fernando Intermediate. I mean, South Haven Intermediate.
Yes, and we're requesting that all non-finance proposals for the purchase of furniture for the addition of the aforementioned schools be rejected due to vendor confusion of the bid specification.
Recommendations on rejection of the bids.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve rejecting the bids for furniture for classroom additions at Fernando Hills Elementary, DeSoto Central Middle, and also at South Haven Intermediate.
I have a motion to reject DeSoto Central Middle and South Haven Intermediate.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Permission to advertise for rebid furniture. Fernando Hills, Soda Central, and South Haven Intermediate.
And we're requesting permission from the board to rebid for furniture for the addition of Fernando Hills, Southern Central Middle, South Haven Intermediate School for the 22-23 school.
Your recommendation on permission to re-advertise.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve advertising for the rebid of furniture for classroom additions at Fernando Hills, DeSoto Central Middle, and South Haven Intermediate.
Do I have a motion for permission to advertise for rebids on furniture?
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. This is great. We have good morning.
Our revenue collections through April for general funds are at $258,764,319. We are up 9% over last year. We've been hovering between 9 and 12 the last couple of months. Last year, at this time, we were at $236,488,504. The increase again, same reasons, our NAP and ad valorem. Our ad valorem is up about 14% over FY21. And most of the ad valorem has been received of our larger months by the end of April. Revenue for all funds, $305,170,995, and we are up 5% over last year at this time for all funds. General fund expenditures through April are at $201,908,765. We continue to be a steady 3% over FY21, but we're still 2% lower than we have projected. The general fund continues to benefit from our ESSER funds and our certificates of participation.
Recommendations, sir, on the statement of revenue and expenditures for April 2022.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the statement of revenue and expenditures for April 2022.
I have a motion for the statement of revenue and expenditures for April. I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Combined balance sheet for April 2022.
The fund balance for all general funds for April is at $170,254,944. We continue to be 21% higher than FY21. At this time last year, we were at $140,859,56. And again, the increase is mainly due to a combination of the millage transfer from the GEO bonds and a transfer out to miscellaneous construction, so it kind of makes up that 21%. All fund balances are at $260,005,494.
The recommendation on the combined balance sheet.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the combined balance sheet for April 2022.
A motion to approve the combined balance sheet.
Make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Any opposed? Motion passes. Statement of cash flow 2022.
Our district maintenance cash balance is at $161,729,223. Of that is an invested balance with Smith Shellnut of $28,858,306. All funds cash balance is at $220,785,866.
Your recommendation is statement of cash.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the statement of cash flow for April 2022.
Do I have a motion to approve the statement of cash flow 2022?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you, you police battalion. Turn on our district.
We've been very consistent even when not everything else is, so yes, absolutely.
This one. Revised board policy, IHCA value point, IFG, early graduation.
Yes, ma'am, we're asking to revise this policy to clarify that students requesting to graduate one semester early must receive approval from the principal, whereas students requesting to graduate more than a semester early must receive school board approval.
Your recommendation, sir, policy revision.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy IFG for early graduation.
I have a motion to approve the revised board policy, IFG, early graduation.
Make that motion.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Revised board policy, IHCA valedictorian salutatory.
We're asking to revise this policy to clarify that since 3 terms of the senior year are required for the overall numerical GPA, seniors who choose to graduate early are not eligible to be valedictorian or salutatorian.
Recommendations from the revision.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy IHCA valedictorian salute.
Do I have a motion to approve the revised board policy, IHCA valedictorian salutatory?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Revised board policy, IHCB graduation distinction and special distinction.
Yes, ma'am. Again, we're asking to revise this policy to clarify that since the 3 terms of the senior year are required for the overall GPA, seniors who choose to graduate early will not be eligible for graduate or distinction.
Recommendation on the revision, sir.
Madam President, I recommend the board to approve the revised board policy IHCB for graduates of distinction and special distinction.
I have a motion for revised board policy, IHCA distinction and special distinction.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Ms. Hanson. Mr. Alexander. Good morning.
Pages 1 through 6 in the personnel packet today is recommendations. Pages 7 through 9 are changes. Page 10 is a memo for myself on the supplement for the for JDC educational employee there. They deliver administrative services outside of the teaching responsibilities for $9,189. Page 11 is a memo for myself supplementing $1,000 for next school year for each staff member, certified staff member at JDC. Page 12 is a memo for myself on Magnolia teaching, certified teachers to get $1,000 supplement for next school year. Page 13 is a memo for myself for a 10% additional hourly rate for all teacher assistants at Magnolia. Page 14 is a memo for myself for DCAC certified staff for a $1,000 supplement. Page 15 is a memo for myself for a 10% additional hourly rate for teacher assistants at DCAC next year. Page 16 is a memo for myself on approval for that supplement to receive $9.58 per student per teacher. Page 17 is a memo for myself for the fees for the 22-23 school year. We include background, ID badge replacement, and key time. Page 18 is a memo for myself on the 22-23 school year use of facility payments for exempt employees who perform those assignments. It's described by our facility and grounds board policy. Page 19 is a memo for myself for the 22-23 on approval of the following employees to work. That we pay their salary as long as it does not exceed 25%. Of course, that's determined by PERS, which the employees will not with us. Page 20 is a memo for myself on the request from the board to approve a part-time intervention teacher at each traditional school. This will be a total of 39 units. They'll work 19 hours per week at $30 per hour and paid with extra funds. Page 21 is a memo for myself on the request of the board to add one additional EL teaching unit for the next school year. This addition will be paid with district funds and be on 187-day license pay scales. Page 22 is a memo for myself, request to add two additional dyslexia therapy teaching units for next year. This will be paid through district funds, 187-day pay scale. Page 23, memo for myself for one additional customer service data support for the residency program. This will be paid out of district funds. Page 24 is a memo for the payroll benefits department. These units will also be paid out of district funds. Page 25 is a memo for myself, request for two additional MSIS area coordinator positions in the MIS department, paid for out of district funds. Page 26 is a memo for myself, the reclassification of the district social work position from 200 to 205 days for next school year. And then page 27 through 28 is a social work job description, which shows that change in days as well. Page 29 is a memo for myself, the reclassification of data support, academic support position. Now we'll be going from 200 to 205 days. And page 30 through 32 is the job description for that. Page 33 is a memo to myself on the reclassification of general education positive behavioral specialist job description, which will move from 210 to 230 days. Page 34 through 36 is that job description. Page 37 is a memo to myself on the request to add two new payroll benefits supervisor positions for next school year. These positions will work 230 days and be paid out of district funds. Page 38 through 40 is a payroll benefits supervisor job description. Page 41 is a memo for myself on the reclassification of one bus tech position to change to data support for next school year. Pages 42 through 44 is the data support inventory job description. This is a new job description. Page next school year. Page 46 is a memo from Ms. Goss on request for additional one occupational therapist and one certified occupational therapist assistant here. Page 47 is a memo from Ms. Goss on request to add a board certified behavioral analyst position. This will provide intensive support to students with significant behavioral problems for next school year. They'll work 200 days and be paid for the positive behavior specialist basically. Pages 48 through 50 is the board certified behavioral analyst job description. This is a new job description. Page 51 is a memo from Ms. Goss on request for compensation for our sign language interpreters who may have to work outside of their daily schedule. Page 52 is a memo from Ms. Goss requesting that our 504 coordinator position be changed to 205 to 230 days. And page 53 through 54 is that job description. Page 55 is a memo from Ms. Goss on request to create 3 levels of supplemental pay for our PCAs. These are our personal care assistants that, because of their varying job responsibilities, basically at an elementary, a middle, and a high. Pages 50, 60, 64 of those job descriptions. Page 65 is the next school year's DCS, so next school year's fleet manager pay scale. Page 66, request for additional pay from Mr. Josh Culver, our director of residency, on an employee who will work up to 117 hours as a summer helper, $11 per hour. This begin June the 20th and will end on August the 1st. Page 67, request for additional pay from Ms. Green, director of MIS, on an employee who will work 80 up to 80 hours as instance clerk at Pleasantville Elementary School beginning June 17th, ending June 30th, $12.80 an hour. Pay 68 request for Ms. Green, our employee will work up to 80 hours as instance clerk at Lake Palmer High beginning June 17th and ending in June 30th at $11.77 per hour. Pages 69 through 70 is one, is a request for additional pay from Ms. Goss on med shares to work 30 additional hours beginning July 5th and ending on June 30th, 2023 at $30 per hour. Request for additional pay 72, request for additional pay from Ms. Tawana Williams, Director of Mental Health, unemployed will provide professional development for teachers July the 5th through July the 14th at $30 per hour. Pages 73 through 74 is request for additional pay from Ms. Strickland, our Director of Secondary Education, on teachers who will create digital activities for middle school science beginning July 11th and ending July 22nd at $30 per hour. And page 75 is a request for additional pay from Ms. Nan Sample, our Executive Director of School Improvement Accountability, on an employee who was inadvertently left off the original list. These persons doing pre-K training program. It began on June the 13th and it will end on June 24th. And at $14.33 per hour.
Thank you. Your recommendation on personnel.
Madam President, I recommend the board approve personnel as presented.
Do I have a motion to approve personnel as presented?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No one opposed. Motion passes. Student discipline, Mr. Finley.
Madam Chairman, we have student discipline matters to address in executive session.
Thank you. I need a motion for consideration of closed session to determine whether we should stay in executive session for the student discipline matters.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chase will come back and inform you whether we stay in executive session.